Welcome to episode 10 of Combat Achievements and Collection Log. In episode 9 I ticked off some combat tasks from new bosses such as the Hespori, Forecast, the Theatre of Blood and the Gauntlet, a few at the Chambers of Xeric as well, as I returned to a bit of a solo raiding, some collection log slots filled from all over the game after what was an episode without too much RNG anywhere, to be honest. In this episode it'll be more of the same in terms of new Combat Diary bosses such as the Abyssal Sire, and hopefully we'll get some drops to match it. I hope you enjoy. A few clue caskets to begin this episode, and that's 688 medium clues on the road to 700. And there's a new slot there, the Adamant Shield H1, and 698 Adamant Plate Body H4, and this will be number 700. The Abyssal Sire has always been a boss I've disliked, mainly for how long the kills tend to be and some of the mechanics. I've done just over 50 KC for the high scores and I've received 0 unsides so far, but of course they are 1 in 100, so it's not like I've been unlucky. Anyway, no running away from that anymore, and instead it is time to run around that chamber of the Abyssal Sire and tackle those combat achievement tasks. Some of them were quite straightforward, so I got 3 of those done here. So killing without letting the tentacles touch me, no damage from miasma, and killing the boss properly, in other words. This next task involved killing all of the respiratory vents in one phase, so casting the barrage on the boss, and then just DPSing with the trident of the swamp, and it was quite comfortable. So yeah, I got all 4 down, but still got to get the kill, of course. And there it was. Respiratory runner, combat task completed, elite won that. Got another task done here whilst going for the task. We don't let any of the spawns mature into Skarn, so simply avenging the teleport attacks all you got to do for one of the tasks. So yes, just stand my ground and boom, and yeah, that was a task itself, but unfortunately didn't quite get the one we were after, but I'll be going for that one next. This task you do need to kill Sire before any of the minions spawn, as I said, which does happen after a few seconds usually. It's impossible to do that if your DPS on the final phase is low, so I used a combination of venging the teleport attack, which can hit pretty high by the way, and double claw specking to get it done. And yeah, it only took a couple of tries in the end, which is not too bad. So yes, vengeance is the way forward here, certainly. Little elite clue in between, 108k. For most of my kills I didn't bother telling to POH like you can do to restore special attack and lost HP or prayer, but I used blood spells to heal up on the tentacles if needed, and just declaw spec once per kill. I would actually recommend this, to be honest, as you do save quite a lot of time from having to run from the fairy ring every single kill, though if you are looking to save on supplies like restores, then yeah, the POH method is decent for that. Fight's pretty straightforward, and then you get to this phase, so usually claw spec at once. Sometimes I'd proc the teleport attack, sometimes not, and then just got to keep moving between 2 sets of tiles to make sure the miasma doesn't poison and kill me. And yeah, quite straightforward from there, so 2 hits per tile, or sometimes 1 hit if you want to be sure. And after the first 2 miasma pulls there won't be any more, and yeah, there's the kill. As I said, you can blood barrage the tentacles for a bit of extra HP back if you need it, so you don't have to restore that. That is 100 KC, Abyssal Adept. Got that master clue, and 346k, and another master, 421k. And there it was, the first unsired 120 KC new collection log slot. Very nice, and we'll be turning that one in straight away. First time this happened for me in the game. Anything apart from an Abyssal Whip and an Abyssal Dagger or Head, which is the 3 log slots we've already got. And first bludgeon piece, the bludgeon spine, so a solid start in terms of the unsides, but I'm sure the jar's coming. There's not any boss in this game I don't get the jar from, well, other than Skatizo, but we'll probably get that one eventually. Sire's also been very good for elite clues so far, so it's an added bonus. Change of scenery over to the Corrupted Gauntlet. Did some of the regular Gauntlet tasks in the last episode, and I'll be testing out the Corrupted's going to be a bit more difficult, I think. And that's 19 KC there, 20 coming up. 3-2-1 mage task complete. That's just making sure I don't take any damage or take any damage with the incorrect prayer up. Just the one drop so far from regular and corrupted, and that was a crystal armor seed on chest number 4 from the corrupted. So yeah, nowhere near those drop rates for the enhanced crystal weapon seed or the young left just yet. Another task in the regular gauntlet, this was no armor, and turned out to be fairly straightforward, but it is regular gauntlet. It's not going to be anywhere near as easy in the corrupted version. Probably have to, yeah, probably take a few tries, I'd imagine. And a crystal weapon seed from the regular gauntlet, and that was a bonus, new collection log slot, and yeah, that's 2 drops now. Can elite clue from the gauntlet, 102k. Back to the Abyssal Sight, did get an unsired previously, but I lost the recording, but that was only a whip, and that was at number 3 on 166 KC, so 3 unsides in the space of just over 40 kills, and I'm going to test out our luck. Roll the Sire lottery again. Imagine my shock, Sam gets the jar. There it is, the jar of miasma. I will put that one straight in the POH already. I'm not disappointed to get it this time because it's a new slot, but don't give me another one. And there we go, replaces the Seracnus one. Well, I've got 4 of those, and there we go, the Abyssal Sire takes a seat in my POH. Another break over at the chambers, and that was a task done there, Redemption Enthusiast, so making sure Vespula doesn't land, and that was an elite task. Big thanks to my partner Smithy for getting us through that, although we sure went through our restores anyway. And this will be 250 KC, and all of the tasks done at the Abyssal Sire. Very nice sight, and yeah, 3 unsides too. Hard casket. Got a Greater Demons task next, and decided to do a bit of a Skatizo. Got the Jar of Darkness to hunt here, you never know, we might get another jar this episode. And there's also the combat task requiring the last source of damage on Skatizo to come off the minions, or you've got to chin the minions essentially. So lining them up with Skatizo's southwest tile, and then making sure the altars are off, so they will do some damage. I did fail that a few times, but I got there in the end, and yeah, barely any food left, nearly planked. And yes, that was all the tasks at Skatizo complete, precise positioning, and 86 KC, already got the Skotos. Skatizo means clues, got a couple of hard caskets, and a very nice one there, D'hide boots and Armadillo body. Not quite as good that time, and 2 masters, 147k. And a nice Torm ornament kit. Did a bit of a regular gauntlet, I got to do 100 KC for the master task I think, and got a crystal armor seed from there. It's worth almost 10 mil, so bonus. And another master casket, 430k. Back to Skatizo, probably just do a few more with the totems I have. That's 89 KC. And this will be 90 KC. And some elites enhanced, lovely to see. And 91 KC. No Jar of Darkness, very sad. Another corrupted completion, that's 22 now. Yeah, a few planks before that, as you can tell. And KC 23. And yeah, I got the kill there. You know, I've had situations where he's been that HP and then I've been comboed out, so it's nice for it to go in my favour. And a new personal best, we're going to have to get that down for one of the tasks, but it's definitely improving at the content, that's the main thing. And 27 KC, final one. And just got some masters to finish the video, 206k. And 196k. As requested, I'm going to do a collection log review to finish this video. You can access the collection log from just this tab here. You can use your POH, or you can use the book from the guy in the Rock Museum. So we're just going to stand in Prif, about to do a bit of a corrupted gauntlet after this. That'll probably be the first content of the next episode. So yeah, let's have a look. 619 out of 1,365 is where we stand. And look straight to Abyssal Sight. Yes, this is what we did in this video. 3 unsides and 254 kills. And from those, got a Jar of Miasma, an Abyssal Whip, and a Bludgeon Spine. So probably going to do more side just to make sure we finish this thing, and hopefully we get the Abyssal Orphan along the way. Moving on to Hydra, pretty good log this one. Two claws, just the one leather, the jar, and just missing the pet and the dragon throne axes there. A couple of rings. Did lots of barrows in the past, so more of these should be filled in than looks, but not too concerned about this. But might just, if I want to get some elite clues, do a session of barrows and try and fill in some of these slots along the way. No luck from Briarfighter from the 10 kills we did for the diaries, but unlikely to go back there in the future. Callisto hasn't started yet, that'll be part of the series coming very soon. Got to do some wilderness bosses for that hard tier. Cerberus, 5,300 kills and a decent log in fairness. 9 prim crystals, 16 smoldering stones, and they're worth like 4 mil plus now, I think. 3 jars, it's a bit bad, isn't it? No pets though, so that log is not finished yet. Chaos Age is the 1 kill count for the Diary. Got to do this one for the hard achievements and hopefully get a couple of these along the way. Same with Chaos Fanatic, need to do another 40 kills there and should get hopefully one of these pieces. Commander Zillian at 3,000 kills, not the best log if I'm honest. 4 crossbows, 6 hilts, I thought it could be a bit more crossbows. No pet unfortunately either, but plenty of Sarah swords. Corp, 29 kills, nothing there so far, but I'm going to plan to do a bit more group Corp in the future. And try and either get a Sigil or just get some KC for the Diaries. Crazy Archaeologist, I think I've got both of those, but I got them back when the log wasn't released, so yeah, we'll have to refill that one in again one day. It's done for the Diaries as far as I'm aware, but yeah, I can always go back I suppose, it's very quick. Dagonoth Kings, 3,000 kills plus of each, and 1 pet so far, the Pet Supreme. And the ring count, not looking too bad, 26 B rings, 27 Warrior rings, 18 Seers rings, 21 Archers rings, and then a load of D-axes, Seer Culls, and Mud Battle Stars. 19 Jad KC so far, and no pet, unfortunately. The Gauntlet, 71 normal Gauntlet and 27 Corrupted Gauntlet. We've got a couple of Armor Seeds, 1 from each, and a Weapon Seed, 1 from the normal Gauntlet. Still haven't got a enhanced Crystal Weapon Seed yet, but unlikely to get that one for a while, and the Young Left as well. Bandos, 406 kills, Tassets and Hilt so far. Oh, straight to Mole. 4,742 kills and many more of those, and no pet. Kratos Guardians, 163, got the Tourmaline Core, Jar of Stone, a couple of Granite Gloves, a ton of dust, but yeah, shouldn't be too bad those ones, just to get the ring and the hammer, and then maybe even the Noon Pet. Sporial completed, 5 buckets, only going to do this for the remainder of the Combat Diaries, just the one task, I think, the Grandmaster Speedrun. Inferno at 1 KC, not unfortunately not a 1 KC Nibbler, but I got the cape, and I'm planning to go and get that 2nd KC very soon next time. Maybe next time we get a Tazar task, I'll try and get it. Calfight Queen, 125 kills, and just the KQ head. KBD, 338 kills, got the pet, 3 sets of heads, and none of the other 2 yet, or no vestiges from anywhere in the game. Kraken, 9,041 kills, had to go back there for the Diaries, and yeah, Pet Kraken, that came just before 9,000. 16 Tentacles, 18 Tridents, and 9 Jars. There's something about jars in this account. Kriara, 1,000 kills, I will be releasing a video shortly, so I guess this is kind of spoiling the unique loot for that, but don't worry about it, you'll see that anyway. 3 helmets, armored chestplate, 4 chain skirts, 3 of those from a minion, and a couple of hilts. Zamorak, not the best log unfortunately, not the worst either, but yeah, it would have been nice to get a few more spears compared to Steam Battle Staffs, and get a Staff of the Dead too, but 4 hilts, and all of those came within 500 kills, so yeah, we're kind of dry on that, but I guess we're not dry overall. Nightmare, haven't started this, but planning to do so again in the future. It's just one of the new bosses I need to learn. Overall 10 kills, no luck unfortunately. Serakinus, 3,100 kills and 4 Jar of Eyes, that's 1 in 2,000 by the way. Yeah, moving on. Scorpio, just the 1 KC, need to do that for the hard Diaries. Skatizo, 91, a couple of Dark Claws, the pet, no, those didn't come from Skatizo, obviously. Just to make sure, you know. Tempros, 71 KC, 329, we've got some soaked pages, the fish barrel, tackle box, and nothing else so far, but yeah, I will go back there eventually, when I'm feeling bad I suppose. I do not particularly find Tempros that exciting, but I do need to do a solo KC I think for the Diaries. Thermi, pretty much finished other than the D-Chain, but I can get that from elsewhere. 2,000 kills, Pet Smoke Devil, 7 Occults, Smoke Battle Staff, and Jar of Smoke. Venenatis, haven't started yet. Vetian, haven't started yet. And Vorkarth, got the pet quite early there, 217 KC, nothing else so far. Need to get 250 KC as well as a load of tasks for the Diaries. Wintertoe, 221, I got a Tome of Fire, pretty good log here actually, other than not having the pet or the Pyromancer boots yet. Zalcana got the Shard and the Pet, and not the Onyxes, so just need the Crystal Tool Seed, 400 KC. And probably my best log here, Zora, 3,100 kills, 2 pets, Magma Mutagen Jar, and pretty much the same amount of all of the uniques. That completes our bosses, so on to raids. So Chambers of Zerika, 83 KC and 5 purples so far. I am actually 25 dry, I think, as well. So yeah, 5 purples in my first 60 odd KC there was exceptional. Luck Ancestral Hat, and then a couple of each of the Prayer Scrolls. 3 KC regular Theatre of Blood and 4 KC story mode. Story mode's irrelevant, but yeah, a few vials of blood to show for it there. On to clues. Beginners, I'm not bothered about these at all. I will maybe do them if I ever get bored from doing other clues. Easy clues, I filled a lot of these in before the log came out, but it doesn't matter now, we're going to get them again, I suppose. The RNG is good here though, 2 ham joints, and those were worth about 8 mil I think when I got them too. And the Monk's Robe Top G as well. Medium 700, I've got 3 pairs of range boots overall on the account. This log's looking quite good actually, 87 out of 115, and I always do mediums quite regularly for filling in these slots and having the chance of getting some more of those. Yeah, all the boots actually. Hards, not too far away from completion here, just the 10 items to go, although these ones are quite rare I think, so it's the D'hide shields, but yeah, pretty good luck overall on the hards, and that was back when Blessed D'hide was worth a lot more too. So I sort of had a period where I just stopped doing other clues other than Masters completely until I got that Bloodhound pet. So yeah, most of this stuff was obtained when the value was a lot better. Elite clues, just the 84 completed. Do plan to do more of them. You've seen a few of them in this video, and yes, so lots of things to fill in there. Master clues 34 so far, and lots of dupes surprisingly, but good dupes. You know, we've had 4 Anguish Ornament kits, 4 Torm Ornament kits, 4 Occult Ornament kits, of course the Bloodhound. So yeah, getting dupes with the right items, that's for sure. And the rares got that 3rd Age Robe Top from Master Clue Mimic, and Gilded Boots and Gilded Coif as well from Master Clues. And then the page is this one finished. Okay, getting there now. Minigames, Barber Soul just got the torso and the granite body for the diary. No. Yeah, Fish and Trawler all done. No. This I do plan to get into when I get my agility up, when I can actually be bothered to train it. Last Man Standing, I have done a bit of this, but no wins or kills so far. Oh well, no kills on competitive game anyway. Did a few fun ones with the clan I think sometime. Mage Training Arena, just the Bones to Peaches, so I don't plan to be going back here anytime soon. Mahogany Homes might be something I do to train some construction. Pest Control, pretty much done, just need these 2. Rogue's Den, yeah, quite straightforward. Shades of Morton, got 1. Soul Wars, got that pet of course on the 3rd or 4th crate I think it was. Temple Trekking all done. Tithe Farm, I probably should go and get the Auto Weeder I think. I just never got around to it. Trouble Brewing and Volcanic Mine, probably won't be touching this, I'd imagine. I've got the mining pattern, got 99 mining, so yeah, these are all sort of things I can do if I get a bit bored of bossing and other stuff. And you know, something like Hallow's Poultry will definitely come in the future I think, but yeah, no immediate plans. And other, so aerial fishing, yeah, what's the best thing you can get from here? Oh yes, the Golden Tedge of course. Anyway, all pets, 16 pets on the account, 2 Zora pets and 2 Herons. This is that new free to play content. 1 Champion Squad, I think I've got 3 of that one. And Casters, Chompy Birds, almost done there. Yep, Cyclops all done. Demonic Gorillas now, this log looked a lot more impressive than this. My KC used to be quite a bit lower than that compared to how many Zenites I had, but yeah, I enjoyed these. I enjoyed doing these a lot. Last summer it would have been, when Zenites were 16 mil each or something. That was amazing. Bubble Mine all done. Monkey Backpacks, maybe one day. Bit of Hunter. My notes, random events, Revenants. Rooftop Agility, Shazian Armour both complete. Shooting Stars, got the Celestial Ring. Skilling Pets, seen these already, but yeah, just missing the Rift Guardian, Baby Chinchompa, and Giant Squirrel. Slayer, something I'm sort of slowly ticking off in each episode. Sometimes if I get towards the end and haven't got many drops, That I'm hoping to get one day. Eternal Gems. I've got 2 imbued hearts. Yeah, that's Mud Skippers. Wyvern Visage. And of course the Draconic Visage as well. Killed quite a lot of dragons, but never seen one anywhere on this account. D-Chain, probably going to end up coming from the Calphite Queen. Throwing Axes, probably from Hydra. I might even do the mini Hydras for that, actually. Probably a bit faster, but of course you do. Make loads of money killing the Hydra boss anyway. Dragon Harpoon, maybe Temporos, or do some Slayer in Chrome Dungeon, same with the Dragon Sword. And then yes, Drake, I've had those blocked for ages. Those are Infernal Mages, I think. That's the Brimstone Chest. That's a bit of Wilderness there, and 8 Blood Shards. But my KC of the Sentinels is, well, you don't want to know what that KC is. It's very high for the amount of shards. And yes, the good old Basilisk Jaw. Jazar, I'd like to fill this one in a bit more. So maybe for some of the tasks we get, and we don't want to do either a Jad or a Zuck, then just do the normal Jazars and try and get some of these drops. And Misk, 2 Dragon Warhammers. Chewed Bones, Ecumenical Keys, yeah, nothing sort of too important here. And we're just doing that orange egg sac for our Seracnus pet when we eventually get it. Okay, that is my collection log, and I've more or less lost my voice now. That was an episode full of the Abyssal Sire, previously my most hated boss, but it turns out that it's alright, to be honest, if you just kill it properly and try to enjoy it at the same time. All 8 tasks from the Combat Diaries done there, so won't be going back for a while, but do need to finish off the Bludgeon, of course, some more regular and corrupted Gauntlet done too, and I'll be aiming to go for some of those harder CG tasks very soon. Once I get that KC up and of course get more confident, that's now 207 tasks done out of 410, so we are over halfway I suppose, but we do have the much trickier half to go. 16 tasks left on the hard tier before unlocking God Wars Dungeon instances. Better episode for the collection on as well, with 3 slots filled in at the Abyssal Sire, so there's an Unsired, Bludgeon Spine, and yet another jar on the account, the Jar of Miasma. I would say I'm surprised, but no, definitely not. A couple of medium clue items and a Crystal Weapon Seed from the Gauntlet to push our log slots up to 619 out of 1,365. Okay, that is that for another episode. A quick personal news update. I do now have a full-time job, which I'm enjoying quite a lot, so OSRS time has become more limited than it used to be for sure. I still love making videos though, so I think what I'll keep doing is uploading progress videos from this series every 2 weeks. So whatever clips I have, I'll turn that into a video, and in between I'll keep doing loot videos as I reach milestones at various bosses and places. I should have 1,000 Kriara ready for you next week, and that'll be interesting. Thank you for the support, as always, and I hope you're all keeping well. See you in the next video.